Good evening, all. I'm Epstein with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for the evening as we're here now on the last day of February, Thursday, February 29th, leap year day. So for 4 years, we won't be saying this. I'm hoping I'm here talking to you at that point. I'll probably look a little different. And we're about 6 p.m. Central Time. So today we had the PCE numbers, and the real event that happened is the market saw increased income and decreased spending. The other numbers were very much in line with what the trade was looking for. We saw a couple of Fed members come out, talk about it, and they were playing the same game that the other Fed members have been all week, that yes, the Fed is watching. They don't want to make the rates too restrictive on the economy. However, right now they think they're in sort of a sweet spot with it. They expected bumps along the road, which they've gotten. They don't think that this bump that we just had is necessarily a move that's going to be into a trend of higher inflation, but they have to see the data. Okay, a week from tomorrow, they're going to get their jobs data. We did see the unemployment claims today went up, as did continuing. So that's a good sign for what the market wanted to see. Now, tomorrow, you're going to have some reports, and you're going to get out the ISM. They're going to release their February manufacturing sector index. That's at 9 o'clock. And we see construction spending for January. That comes out as 9 as well. So it's really not a heavy day one way or the other for U.S. economic data. Now, we're going to also see central banks very shortly start springing about. Most, I expect, are going to hold rates where they're at. I don't think they're going up or down, but I think everybody's saying, when can I cut what's going to be on? We saw CPI numbers weaken, which was very good news for many parts of Europe this morning. I wrote about all that in my full research report first thing. So where are we? Well, we're trying to figure out what to do in the metals. We might as well go to the gold market. Now, if the gold stays this way, you're actually putting the market back in to that upward thrust. You'd have to close back underneath this low back here that we saw. And we can go right there and look at it. That would be 2011.50, and that was made February 16th to get rid of this attempted at swinging the market back into its uptrend. The pattern of the market, it doesn't look like it, but the swing line turned up with the action. You now have higher lows, higher highs. That's bullish. The market has got the 18-day average in the red, 2036.60, together with the green, the 2037.20. They can flip-flop on each other right here. The resistance in the market's the upper Bollinger Band at 2066.5. I think the bulls grabbed control of the market, as you can see. However, I am concerned that in order to do that, you already put the market into an overbought condition. So as you can see, you've got your stochastics here over, and one of them's in the high 80s or mid 80s, the other's in the 70s. They're not embedded. They're not even trying to do it yet. In order to keep this going, you either have to embed where both these numbers lock in over 80 and stay that way for a bit, or you get a break in the market where they're able to back off from that. I'm viewing support in the market right as these two averages, and I wouldn't want to see prices under 2033.40 if it's going to try to hold this particular bottom. The gold-silver ratio saw silver gain a bit on the gold, and you can see that on the charts here. The silver market is still very much caught in all the sideways action that you have here. It's not a pretty chart one way or the other. You've already tested the lower Bollinger Band, the upper, and the 100-day average, and you keep basically hanging around this 18-day average, trying to figure out what the next move is. I'm thinking that one of the catalysts for this would be if China announced some economic stimulus plans. That could move copper market. It could move the oil market. I mean, those are the things that you would think if they have stimulus would come alive. In the copper, it's now questionable if you're going to be able to get down to these moving averages. The market had a downtrend at work, and with the rally today, you sort of broke that. So now you've got a higher high and low, and momentum that is still overbought. One of the numbers is over 70, so as far as I'm concerned, has some more action to do before I can figure out where we're at. In the platinum, you're still in the bear phase. The question is, can you get down to the lower Bollinger Band as you're oversold? The bulls, no, they're not in control. It's the bears. You'd have to take out 901.70 to take the bears out of control as I'm viewing it. And in the dollar, until today's lows taken out at 103.59.5, I think the bulls grabbed control of the market. And if they did, and if they can press this, one of the objectives back up to the 104.60 area. We've been here and done this before, but that's where the market looks like it's headed at this point in time, at least. So if you'd like to keep up with what I say, often you hear me say, I put out my update, I'm writing this, or I'm doing my morning subscriber videos, and they're seeing it. One of the ways is you go to our website and you look at our free offers. It's iraepstein.com. And it's under the free offer section. And all you do is you're giving a click to one of these blue parts on it. Once you're in there, it'll put it into a basket. Underneath it, at the bottom of the page, as you'd scroll down, you put in your name, your email. As soon as we get it, within typically a business day or so, we get everything emailed out to you. We give you, if you're using our charting software, if you want to try that out, which I think it'll blow you away what you're using, you can. And we send you a user ID and passwords. You can try everything. No credit cards involved for any of that. How do you do this? You can go to iraepstein.com, free offers, or move your cursor up here. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you tomorrow.